Asher Low. It'll be grand.
We're back. The news is here. It's a fucking massive week for news. I teased it earlier in the week on our last episode of Splitting Hairs. I said it's a big week for movie news. It's a big week for news because I knew what was about to happen. My God, was that a big
right? The
week for news.
Pokemon news for the Switch.
It'll be grand. Here we are. We're back again for our weekly news roundup, and we're going to talk about some stories that we think are big this week. One of them is massive. I'm probably the only one that thinks that, but it's massive.
It's big enough.
That is huge news. But yeah, how's the farm, Dan? What's going on?
I'm grand. I got my second vaccine finally, just actually about an hour ago or so.
Oh,
maybe
sick,
an hour
man.
and a half.
I got mine a while ago, and let me tell you, the internet speeds are class.
Yeah, the 5G is starting to kick in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, happy to have that somewhat behind me. I imagine boosters and stuff will that come in the next coming years, and that'll be a thing. But hey, look, it's a good step towards the future. Oh, also anyone who hasn't been vaccinated yet, who can get vaccinated, and you just choose not to, go fuck yourself. Genuinely, go fuck off.
Yeah, I actually passed. I was driving around Kilkenny on Saturday, and there was people protesting along the ring road. And I mean, when I say people, I mean there was maybe 5 of them. When I say protesting,
did you decide to turn your wheel into
genuinely I thought about it, but when I say protesting, I mean they had the entire fucking ring road, like every 5 meters they had a big sign, and you had you would read every sign, and it spelled out a big message saying oh, save our children, blah blah blah, and then it was all please don't get vaccinated. So I drove really slowly along the ring road, and every time I passed one of them I shouted out the window and told them they were a dickhead, basically. And I was making like wanking gestures at them and stuff. It was the best day of my life.
You know what? Other people could say that, and he's joking. I genuinely believe you. Yeah, fair play.
I legitimately.
No. Look, here's the thing, right? No, here, just viewers who don't know us, like, Cosy and I usually very much like just go with it, polite people. You know, we don't try to make a big mess of anything. You know, let people think what they want, like kind of stuff. But with the vaccine, they can go fuck themselves. They'll get the full wrath.
Full, yes, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, there you go. Anyway,
it's like the time I laughed at chemtrail people. I got off the Dart in Dublin about 2 years ago, and they had just like 20 people with like placards and like a big banner with kids like saying chemtrails, and they're like hypnotizing the population and that kind of stuff. And I'm usually one of those people just walks by and doesn't want to have any. If it's like a Christian person just shouting out religious things, I usually just walk by and pay no attention. But this made me literally, I looked at them and just started laughing. I couldn't stop it. Like, it makes me laugh even now. It's so ridiculous. Like,
chemtrails, man. Imagine.
Yeah. Go on, say a flat earth. Go on.
No, well, I can't now. I was going to.
Yeah, I know. I'm sick of it.
Jesus Christ, man. One day I'll convince you the earth is flat. One of these days.
Sure.
When I shove you off the edge of it.
Hey, Dan, we'll go to the North Pole. Sure.
You can't see me, but
welcome to the giant ice wall.
I'm twirling an invisible evil mustache right now. Well, that's besides the point. We're here to talk about news. The news. What's the fucking news this week? I don't know. Should I lead with it or save it to the end? Because it's going to be a thing.
Should we save it for the end?
Okay,
for this
I
time?
can do. All right, I'll do it last. Then I'll do it last. All right, Okay, give me. Let's start with.
Should we do games first?
Yeah, I was just going to say, let's do games first this week. Give me some gaming news.
Gaming news. Well, gaming related news. There's 2 Pokemon bits of news. The Pokemon TV app is coming to the Switch. For people who have the Switch, you're probably aware that the closest thing we get to like movie streaming is YouTube app, because we don't have things like the Netflix app or Twitch, for example, yet on the Switch, which is ridiculous. Nintendo gets your finger out. But yeah, the Pokemon TV app is coming over to the Switch. It lets you watch cartoons from all 7 shows, I think they said. And, if you're into Pokemon, there you go. That sounds like fun. Especially for kids, you can imagine playing Sword and Shield, and then you pop off and look on the app and watch some of the shows.
You pop off and Sword and Shield. Is it free?
Is
it a subscription based here's
I am
here's a
not
$5 a
100%
month. Now you
sure.
can watch
I think
Pokemon.
it's still to come out. We'll probably find out when it actually comes out, but it's the app itself is free.
Crunchyroll
Now-
is quaking.
Yeah, no, they're
Pokemon
not.
on Crunchyroll. I presume it is.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Like, I like Crunchyroll as well. It's a good app. They also don't have that app on the Switch. Like Nintendo,
Oh,
really.
anything on the
Come on.
Switch. I was actually I
There have to be
didn't
some
realize.
games.
I think I just assumed that Netflix would be available on the Switch because it's
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah. Like it's on everything else.
I'm pretty sure I can watch Netflix on my smartwatch.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say
I
so.
can't. I can watch YouTube. I'm sorry, but like
okay.
that's crazy. It's wild
mad, isn't it?
to me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there goes my
Um,
buying a Switch.
Yeah. Because you can't play the Pokemon app.
Yep.
TV app, isn't it? That's it.
No, because I can't watch Netflix on it.
Oh, God. Why do you have your mobile phone on the other hand? Would you have much Netflix?
Can I get the Pokemon app on my phone?
No.
Oh, it's only
can-
for Switch.
No, not only for Switch. It's also on some smart TVs.
Oh,
You can
well,
get the
I have
Pokemon
one of those.
TV app. Okay, well, there you go. You sorted then.
Sick.
And if you really want to, there is a limited series coming out for Pokemon as well. That's 8 episodes, and it has an episode based on each regions, and it's called Pokemon Evolutions. And yeah, it has Galar, Alola, Kalos, Unova, Sinnoh, Hone, Johto, and I think our favorite, Kanto.
What was actually think Johto is my favorite. What was the last one? Remember the one they did about? Was that Pokemon Origins? Was that what that was called? About Red?
Oh, yeah, that was Origins.
That was
I think
Origins.
so,
wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah. Okay.
That was a good one.
Good.
Love a series of that. Like, that was pretty cool, you know?
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, good stuff. We'll move away from Pokemon. I'm sorry, Owen. I know you love the Pokemon news so much.
It's okay.
and
I'll
we'll
let it go.
Yeah. Hey. And we go to Pokemon Go. Let it go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
To be honest, I'm going to be honest with you. I said hey before my brain explained the joke
Yeah,
to me.
because my thought was Frozen first, and I was like, Frozen, Pokemon. Is there something happening there that my
No,
brain is?
literally,
I was like, what?
My brain went, there's a joke there, Daniel. Laugh. And I went, ha ha ha. And then we went, now the joke is Pokemon Go. And he said, let it go. Ah, good job, brain.
Nice.
Anyway, we've talked about this game before, as many people. No Man's Sky is getting free updates again. This must be their 100 millionth update for free. They're really...
Oh, I did. I
they're
saw this. I think I saw this. Yeah.
They have so they're bringing in settlements and villages, very Star Wars-esque ones where you can become mayor and do missions and build up a little community.
You become the mayor?
You can become the mayor, become the overseer. Yes.
Oh.
Apparently sounds cool, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
It doesn't sound like No Man's Sky to me, but then again, I don't know. I've played it for
Well, apparently you help people out in the village. You build the village up more. They're adding more buildings and tools to set settlement buildings. You can make your own houses and stuff in it. And yeah, they're doing a good bit of that. You have to protect your place, obviously, from people attacking it. I imagine not many people would actual player characters would bump into. Probably mostly NPC stuff. Surely.
Maybe, yeah. Are the population are the NPCs in your town randomly procedurally generated and stuff as well?
Yeah.
Just
I imagine there's not
that could lead to some fun stuff happening, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Just a town full of procedurally generated people could be funny.
Well, I mean, I guess it's procedurally generated. I think they have those little. They already have planet-side little shops and stuff with those random aliens in there, and I think they probably procedural generate, the civilized creatures, something like that. But yeah, I mean, look, this game, I respect it at least. I have returned to it a few times. It's all right. It's not a game that captures me, but again, I think some of you said before, you could definitely understand why some people would spend hours in this if it's their thing.
Yeah, it was I tried it out recently, and I could see it's not for me. It's not the kind of game I'm gonna sink a bajillion hours into, but I can see why some people would.
Yeah, it's not a bad game. That's basically what it is. Yeah. It's for certain people. Going to quickly go over the Blizzard news. McCree is getting a new name due to his name being based on one of the people at Blizzard who had a lot of allegations against him, Jesse McCree. And we haven't got any official news on what he will be named, but Overwatch League casters who have chosen to not be public just yet have said he's probably going to be called the Cowboy, which,
Surely they can think of something better than that.
Yeah.
My suggestion is Mercer.
Yeah, well, even something like the Lone Ranger, or something that a bit bigger. It's just like the Cowboy. It just sounds like what your ma says when you were a kid and she points out something that you're playing. Like, it's not the Cowboy. It's that kind of thing. Then Minecraft is returning with Minecraft Live on October 16th, 2021, which is this year at 12 noon with some epic live streams and all things blocky. Not my choice of words. They come up with huge amounts of news and updates for Minecraft with, just a whole bunch of updates, I guess, and cool things coming to the game. I'm looking forward to it. It's always nice when Minecraft adds a few things. You're probably still surprised that Minecraft still gets updates, aren't you?
Minecraft constantly baffles me.
Yeah, I think Minecraft is like No Man's Sky with you as well.
Oh, it's exactly the same. I get it. I've watched streams of it. I've seen people play Minecraft.
It's amazing,
and I understand. It's visible how much fun people have playing Minecraft, but it's not something I'm gonna play.
No,
maybe if we got a server and there was 10 of us play, I don't know. But even then,
that sounds fun. I mean, I've always played Minecraft. I've always enjoyed it. I think I've been there since the beta or something, and it's always been a fun time. I say I have at least 1,000 hours in it at this stage, if not more.
And your review on Steam says would not recommend.
I didn't get Minecraft off Steam. You fucking casual.
Yeah, I know. That's just my favorite Steam review of all time.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's on Skyrim or something, isn't it?
It's something like that. And it's hours played 15,000 or something. The whole review is just 1 star. Would not recommend.
Yeah, it's great.
It's good.
And I think that's reviews like that is why Steam actually has a dislike, and funny option that you can add as your review. So you can literally press it'll come as funny. I think it's meant for that.
Yeah, probably because of things like that, maybe. It's not funny now. If it was marked as funny, I don't think it would be funny.
Yeah. No, I think it was made because of that. But and the last bit of news comes from really not controlling China. China's all open and everything, isn't it? China has cracked down and made it so that kids can't play Minecraft during the week. Oh, not Minecraft. Jesus Christ. Well, they can't. They can't play video games during the week, and at weekends are only allowed to play for 3 hours.
Yes, I saw something. I did see this as well, actually, during the week.
How do you feel about
that? It's up till they're 18, isn't it? It's not just kids.
Yeah.
It's all the way until they become an adult or whatever. When
17 or 18, yeah, I think so, yeah.
I think it's probably a good thing to limit younger kids playing video games all the time, but
sure.
3 hours a week doesn't seem like a lot.
Also, I think this is definitely more of a family choice than a country choice as well. I don't really think the country should stick their nose in.
Yeah, that's true.
What family should do, I mean, look, I'm all for kids should only play so many things. I mean, adults should as well. It's anytime you see those memes saying this person spends 8 hours on the entire weekend trying to get off his addiction, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh dear.
You have the one end of the thing is the media reports that 8 hours a week is an addiction, and then you hear the stories of people in Korea. I remember hearing a couple of years ago that a professional FIFA player, I think, in Korea died because he was playing in some tournament and he didn't go to the bathroom for a week or something.
Yeah.
He got like kidney failure and died. He was just sitting in his
Yeah.
room, didn't sleep, didn't go to the bathroom, didn't get up out of his chair for like a week, and he was just drinking Red Bull, and he died.
That would kill you, yeah.
That's an addiction. That's there's something
Yeah,
wrong
yeah.
there, you know. But there's there's probably a middle ground somewhere.
The big thing that came up first when look, because first the ban came up, people thought it was for everyone. So if you're people thought, oh, it's like adults as well. But one thing that came to my mind was like, oh, all the gold mining in like games like World of Warcraft are gonna suffer a huge punch because there's literally just offices in China that farm money and then send it to players in other countries for actual money. Like you can buy money that way in game. It's like that's going to take a dip in the economy, but I imagine they don't have that many.
Most of their staff are children, probably.
I mean, that's a fair enough point. Yeah, that's actually probably not too wrong either.
But it's different if it's for work, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's you get like. I mean, what does China have? Do they have basically like a login for internet stuff for everyone?
Yeah,
They must do.
It's something along those lines.
Yeah,
I know. I know you can get around it with VPNs and stuff. But,
yeah, but yeah. The Great Firewall of China,
yeah.
Anyway, that's all my gaming news and news in general. Owen, do we have any movie, TV news?
Oh, fuck yeah, we do, my dude. First up is actually a crossover. It's TV news. Or is it TV? Yes, it's TV news / also video game news. Because it's been announced today or maybe yesterday, whenever the fuck, I don't know. I saw it today, that the television adaptation of Life is Strange. So they're turning Life is Strange, the game,
It has been for a few years now,
into a TV show, and they have announced that they've enlisted music star Shawn Mendes. I'm not sure in what role. I don't know. I'm guessing I don't know if he's acting in it. I don't know if he's making music for it, but they've enlisted Shawn Mendes to save the day. And also, this one is bigger. Anonymous Content, who are a film production company, who, like their name suggests, I wouldn't have heard of them much, but I did a little bit of looking up after reading this story. They've been involved in some big movies in the last like 20 years or so. Like, we're talking Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Winter's Bone, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, Fun Size, The Fifth Estate, Spotlight, The Revenant, 999, The Good Neighbor, Collateral Beauty, Boy Erased, Outlaw King, The Beach Bum, The Midnight Sky. Like,
honestly, all of those are a really good fit for Life is Strange. As someone who's played it,
yeah.
They work.
So these are Oscar winning and multiple nominee. As a production company, and they've been brought in to I guess produce Life is Strange with Shawn Mendes. Did
you play Life is Strange?
No, never played it.
No.
No.
I don't think it's your kind of game, to be honest. I played it. I adored it. It made me really feel things. Like straight up, it's a great movie if you're into kind of a walking simulator / choice making sort of games, then this is for you.
It's like the Telltale, that's the one. It's kind of like that, isn't it?
Yeah, relatively similar, yeah.
I played the Game of Thrones Telltale. I remember that much. It's okay.
I'm not a big fan of Telltale games.
I didn't mind it. It was grand. I know there was a weird period where they were like really big, and they did like the Walking Dead Telltale thing was massive, and then they did a Batman
close
one.
now, aren't they?
Telltale?
I think they're close doors, yeah.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Which is odd, because I remember there was a few years where like everything was Telltale. There was
like The Walking Dead was like fucking king.
Yeah, that was The Walking Dead Telltale. They did a Batman one, I think vaguely based on the Arkham series and stuff, and it was big. It was a big thing. Telltale games were around for a few years. They were massive, but
they were defunct, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah. Anonymous Content and Shawn Mendes involved in some capacity. I don't know, but it's still. I get that's Anonymous Content producer. They don't have a distributor yet because I think Hulu were supposed to go out in Hulu, and then I think Hulu sold the script and everything to Legendary Entertainment, and then Legendary decided not to make it, so the rights went back to Square Enix, and now I guess Anonymous Content are making
It'd be interesting to see, because it is a choice-making game. How they will do that in a movie.
Unless now they're gonna go like Bandersnatch route.
Oh, bring on Netflix?
Maybe not necessarily on Netflix. Maybe some other streaming service, but like a choose your own adventure type thing. Maybe, I don't know. I think that was interesting as a random experiment for Netflix. But I really hope that doesn't become a common thing. It was just odd to me. There you go. Anyway, there's a crossover. Now we move into real. I'm not going to say that. TV. Let's stick with TV. This is my favorite story. Well, my second favorite story of the entire week. Have you watched Ted Lasso?
No.
Ted Lasso. First off, I'm going to recommend to everybody that you watch it because it's genuinely a really good show. It's come very close to filling the void that the Good Place.
This is the American fellow who becomes a football manager.
Yeah,
football.
Yeah, it's on Apple TV, and they're just coming towards the end of their second season at the moment, and it's really good. It's come very close to filling that hole that the Good Place ending left in my TV watching, because it's funny and it's really wholesome and heartwarming. It's just a good time to watch. Yeah. And everybody's great in it. But recently, and I came across this on Twitter yesterday, the day before, and I thought it was hilarious. So there's a character in Ted Lasso. He's been in season 1 and season 2. The character's name is Roy Kent, based, as you could imagine, on Roy Keane, with sort of a combination of Vinnie Jones going on. Yeah.
Angry guy.
He's the angry hard man, but secretly he's really nice kind of thing. But he's in... Like 2 days ago, somebody posted screenshots of this I think it was from the Ted Lasso subreddit, that there's a whole bunch of people that think that this character is computer generated.
Oh, I heard this.
They're convinced that they've hired that the actor, he's played by Brett Goldstein, is the actor's name. They're convinced that they got Brett Goldstein is just voicing him, and the actual image every time Roy Kent is on screen is created by a computer. And they think that like Apple or somebody, they're waiting because there's been a ton of buzz recently about Brett Goldstein, and I think Ted Lasso's nominated for a bunch of Emmys, and I think he might be as well. They genuinely think that like Apple are going to reveal this at the Emmys, that like Brett Goldstein's going to win Best Actor in a comedy or musical or whatever at the Emmys, and then Apple or whoever, the producer's going to be like, haha, we got you. He's a hologram or something. And
I won't lie. I'm looking at some shots and it's like,
no, I mean it's a little like
it's weird.
As I know, like watching Ted Lasso, I remember thinking he looks a bit weird, doesn't he? Not to say, he's not bad looking or anything. It was just something. It's the way he's lit or something. But
do you think it's genuinely his face is perfectly symmetrical and round?
I don't know. There's just a whole bunch of people like somebody posted this question on Reddit, being like, "Am I the only one who thinks that like Roy Kent is a CGI character, right? Like, am I crazy?" And like, there was tons of responses of people going, "Oh my god, no, he 100%. I thought this as well. Like, I found this thread because I googled is Roy Kent CGI and stuff like this. Like, so Brett Goldstein responded to these allegations today. I think earlier this morning or just this evening. Today being September the 2nd, as we are recording, and he posted just a quick little video clip to his Twitter, and it's just him. He's recording himself with his phone, and he's got like it's like a Snapchat filter or something that turns your face into an emoji. Yeah, he's got one of those on, and it's just him going, "This is my final statement on the matter. I am clearly a real human being, not an animated character." It's just hilarious. I just think the whole story. Yeah, he's good. He's really good in Ted Lasso, to be fair, as well. A lot of people are, but I just think it's just such a funny story. Really it's just hilarious that people actually think that there's a fully CG character.
That's just a sign of how CGI is improving as well.
Yeah, that people could really think it. It's crazy
because it's happening in TV. Like, I was talking to Kevin last night, who's been on the show before, and we were talking about Doc Ock in the trailer for the SpiderMan, and I personally think his face looks very filtered in it, obviously because he's de-aged. I think it's very obvious to me. It actually feels like a mobile de-age app or something to me. But I was saying this to Kevin, and Kevin said, I didn't even really notice. And I suppose that's how close we've come. Like,
it's not so much the de-aging to me, it's that his face is a different shape to how Alfred Molina looked in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
But it's probably the de-aging. Like they've aged him below the age he was in Spider-Man 2, I think. Like that's not it's younger Alfred Molina than even we would have saw it like 10 years ago. He looks younger somehow, and it's his I think
it's the haircut, to be honest.
It's the haircut, but also I think his face is skinnier.
Yeah.
He does look a bit weird.
Even his body, the guy has just shrunken a bit in age.
Yeah.
But no, I do think the face is very obvious to me. I was just, especially around the lips and mouth, it looks like there's an old person's mouth in behind the face. But look, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, to be fair, if we show something like that in like the Spider-Man trailer 10 years ago, people wouldn't have noticed. We have trained eyes now, you know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, other story then. Venice Film Festival is on at the moment. The famous Venice Film Festival. I
love their schnitzels.
I think it's the 78th year of the Venice Film Festival. And it's a big deal. A lot of the time, things that are well received or do well or at Venice can tend to be, hanging around come Oscar season after Christmas. Now, the reason I bring this up is because a couple of nights ago, or last night, I think, a movie called The Power of the Dog had its world premiere at Venice Film Festival. Now, this film is directed by Jane Campion, who is a renowned filmmaker. I think she was the second female director ever to be nominated for Best Director at the Oscars, and she's won Oscars for other things, for screenplays and stuff. She's like, film critics and stuff love her. She's directing this movie, and it stars Benedict Cumberbatch and Kirsten Dunst. And
okay.
It's based on a novel, and it's set in the 1920s, and it's about a Montana farmer who is like, I guess the woman he loves marries his brother, and he's like real mad about it and stuff. But it premiered at Venice this week, and the audience at Venice gave it a 4.5 minute long standing ovation at the end of it.
Man, there's not a thing on this planet that could make me want to applaud 4.5 minutes.
Brother, I have never. It's such a weird concept to me to have anybody even make a noise in the cinema when you're watching a movie. It's so, you ever watch these like Marvel, people put like Marvel reaction things of like, Endgame, the circles moment in the cinema or whatever. And it's all people hooting and hollering and screaming and going like, oh my God, yeah, whoa, and cheering and shit. And I'm just sitting here and going like, what the fuck? These people are animals.
Yeah, I think it's an Irish thing, at least.
I can't even, if I'm eating popcorn and the movie gets quiet, I stop chewing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, people are going to hear me making noise with my popcorn.
I have that as well. So I'm like you. And like, I remember I was going in to watch Star Wars. It was, I think, The Last Jedi. And me and a friend, we sat very close to the front, and there was one woman just in front of us in the front row. And the movie started, and the scroll starts, and she starts like humming the Star Wars theme tune. And there's like 50% of my brain went, look, this woman is like 60. She's loving Star Wars. I'm looking forward to being that way when I'm older, really still digging something that you love. And the other part's like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's a weird concept, to be honest.
I'm not angry with people. It's just a personal thing.
No, it's fine. It's just odd to me. But yeah, 4.5 minute standing ovation at Venice for The Power of the Dog. So people are now like, holy crap, this must be good.
I don't even like standing around for 4.5 minutes. Like, I want to move.
Yeah, now at the same time, this was the world premiere. The cast and the director were in the audience. They were at the thing. There's videos of them like standing up and hugging and stuff while the audience claps them. So it might not necessarily have been fully a wow, this movie was amazing type thing. It might have been like, oh my god.
Even then, though, it's a little bit much.
It's still like so. So keep your eyes on that one come Oscar season, or when it releases. Probably
the movie
never.
for 4.5 minutes.
Hmm?
Do you think they booed the movie for 4.5 minutes?
Venice
Just when-
or anybody in general.
Venice, just go.
Oh yeah, I'd imagine that has happened more often than a standing ovation.
Oh, can you imagine
To be
being in the
honest,
front row and
at
you're the
Venice,
director or
definitely.
something, and you hear that for 4.5 minutes? You just give up on cinema, wouldn't you?
Badge of honor, baby. The
No,
Razzies, here
no.
I come.
At least you'd be
Yeah.
applauded at the Razzies.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, some sad news now to wrap it up. No, not sad news. It's not, and it's not wrapping it up either. I don't know why I said any of those things. Paramount have delayed a bunch of fucking movies
our schedule.
again. I don't know why they didn't consult us beforehand, because they threw our
I
whole
sent them
fucking.
plenty of warning that we were going to review it.
They threw out the whole thing. Is now we have to rewrite our entire schedule. So Paramount essentially, right? What they've done is so Mission Impossible 7, which is as yet untitled, being filmed at the
Good
moment.
title.
Tom Cruise is filming it at the moment. There's been all these stories, as there usually is when Tom Cruise films a Mission Impossible movie, about all the stunts he's doing. I think the recent one was that he
Killed himself this time, but he'd be alright.
he drove a motorcycle off a cliff 7 times to get the take right, or something along these lines. Crazy shit that Tom Cruise does that's going to kill him someday.
Scientologists do, man. They see it and they see someone has to do it, and it's them.
He's trying to reach the big spaceship in the sky. Who knows? So they delayed that. That was due to come out May 2022, I think, originally. So they've pushed that back to September 2022. So what they've done to fill the gap in their schedule is they've decided Top Gun Maverick, which was originally supposed to come out, I think, last year, and then was delayed to this summer, and then was delayed again to this October, has been pushed back to May 2022.
Well, damn.
And also Jackass has been pushed back to next February or something.
Oh, no.
A lot of people are really mad about that one. People like Jackass. I don't
I
mind
mean,
Jackass.
I used to like Jackass, but then I turned 14.
Yeah, I think I like the guys in it. I have a lot of appreciation for Steve-O and for
and
Johnny Knoxville. I think they're nice guys. I think they're cool. And
he's
way to go,
Catholic still.
And way to go, Steve-O, for pulling himself back and getting his life together. And shit. Fair play to him.
Only
He's a
happy
cool
to
guy.
see it.
But but Top Gun Maverick is not happening this October anymore, so we gotta find something else to do, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
well, we'll do it eventually, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do we care anymore now? It's been pushed back so many times.
Well, and there's one way to cheer yourself up, isn't
play
there?
Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone, and I'll be cheering right now.
There's one way to cheer yourself up, though, man. Come on.
Huge news this week, everybody. Oh my God. I said it last time out that I was probably going to spend some time talking about it when it was released, and I said it full knowing that it was dropping any week now, because I've known for the last 2 months that they were said you'll have a trailer by the end of the summer. Summer, of course, ending on September 22nd, not August 31st, because we're not in school anymore. But they came out today, the 2nd of September, at 4:53 p.m. A tweet was launched. The Wheel of Time trailer has finally dropped. It's 2 minutes, and it's 2 minutes and 2 seconds long, including the titles. I've watched it 17,000 times. I've been thrilled each time I've watched it. I still can't believe it's real.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I really like it. In fairness, all like
joking aside,
me aside, I actually really like it. I think it's a really good trailer. I think it's I'm not gonna go overboard and say it looks it's clearly a TV show. Not. It's a TV budget. You can tell that from looking at it. Like, it's not like fucking. The effects are good. Don't get me wrong. It's good TV effects.
It's excellently rendered. It looks really well.
There's one shot I'd say maybe with the arrows where I was kind of like, a little bit awkward. I think the costumes are amazing. I think the direction they're taking it, like choosing to focus on the female aspect of the story and Moiraine as a character rather than the Eamon Fielders and the three boys, is a really clever way to immediately make yourself distinct from any other fantasy property that's come out or is going to come out, in particular one that is going to come out from the same studio.
Honestly, they're doing it smarter than the book, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just because it's not like that. That stuff is it's a very much a big part of the book. All that shit. They didn't just make this shit up. Like Marina, she is a central character for the whole thing.
I mean, there's the books or the earlier books, like there's a huge cast of central characters.
But I think this is
they pay attention to everyone,
hooking onto that aspect of it, and that's what they're. That's how they're they're getting new audiences in, because this is not just
usually they focus on the Dragon Reborn, which I won't say who it is in case people want to stay spoiler free.
We'll say
it's
I'm not going to say it because it is, and the TV series clearly wants it to be a mystery.
Yeah,
because they're not focusing on it too much. But yeah, I'm just so excited, man. It's dropping. We got the release date then at the end of the trailer. They told us like a couple of weeks ago it was November, but they didn't say a date. They've said now November 19th. November 19th, the Wheel of Time is launching. Now, the only thing we've left to find out, I'm still don't know if, because it's Amazon Prime, not sure if it's an episode a week or they're dropping it all at once.
I hope it's one episode a week. I don't want to. I don't want to feast on all big binge. I don't want to do that.
I'm not sure. I think there's only 8 episodes in the first season.
Well, I mean, look, that's fair enough.
I don't care.
They're testing the waters with this as well, you know. And you're going to be watching.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're filming season 2 right now.
Yeah.
So they've already, Amazon have at the very least what they've seen. They've been like, oh yeah, okay,
yeah,
this is going to work.
Are you going to would you binge watch it if it all came out in one go?
I wouldn't be able to help myself. Like, if I know in advance that the Wheel of Time, all 8 episodes are dropping November 19th, I will take that day off work.
Yeah.
And I'll wake up, I'll see somewhere, dropping 9 a.m. and my brain won't click that it's probably fucking 9 a.m. Pacific time.
So you're there for the next 5 hours.
I'll wake up and I'll set my alarm for 8:30 in the morning, and then just sitting there with coffee going, give me the Wheel of Time, refreshing Amazon Prime, waiting for it, and then I'll go, oh shit, 9 a.m. PMT, that's 5 in the evening over here.
They're always a bit late because I watch Lower Decks sometimes on Amazon Prime, and I think they have the same time release, so if it's 9 o'clock in America, if it's 9 o'clock, let's say in America, it would be 9 o'clock here or something like that, or they make sure it comes on the right time, so you usually have to even wait a bit longer than the Americans.
Trailer guide on, baby, I can't wait. God.
Yeah.
But it looks cool. So I'm not 100% sold on every single thing in it.
No, I was saying one major issue I have that we haven't had anything joyful just yet. We haven't been laughing.
This is the first teaser trailer, so they're very much going for
but this is a
big fantasy epic type of thing. There'll be they haven't said there's going to be another one, but there will be before November 19th. They need more buzz, so they'll drop something. There'll be a clip or here's a minute scene of somebody talking to somebody or something along those lines. If they do that with a clip thing, I kind of hope it's nothing. It's not a big here's Trollocs and here's fucking Lan doing some fucking bull rushes down the mountain sword maneuver type thing. Just give us that the thing they teased in this teaser trailer of Rand, Matt, and Perrin just sitting at a table in the Wine Spring Inn.
Yeah.
Just give us that. Just give it 30 seconds of them just going remember that time we caught a badger or something, and then everybody will be
have Perrin coming in from the blacksmith.
Yeah,
do
that's all he
that.
needs. Just something. Yeah. Now, there's a bunch of stuff in the trailer as well that they're aware of what the fan base is like. The people are still trying to figure out who's who. In particular, there's a shot of a man staring intently at a ring in his hand. We don't know exactly who it is. The theory at the moment is that it's Luce Theron Telemon, the original dragon, and this could be a flashback scene. There's a guy wandering around with 2 axes. Nobody knows who the fuck he is, to be honest. I don't know who that guy is.
Okay.
So there's a lot going on. There's some scenes in it. I recognize 90% of them. I think most of it is going to be from the first 2 episodes. And then there's other things. The Tar Valon stuff could be flashbacks. It could be season 2, post Eye of the World. Not season 2, book 2 post Eye of the World things when they return. to Tar Valon. I'm trying not to spoil things for people, but it's really difficult when you've spent 15 years of your life, like I have, reading these books, not to be like, oh, I'm going to pick out all the tiny little details. I think the costumes look great for the most part. I'm sure people out there are going to be like, well, Moiraine doesn't have a fucking little bead on her forehead. How's she supposed to do magic? That was a thing that they had kind of in the first book, and then Robert Jordan was like, yeah, when people are writing fantasy and they kind of like, the first book is to test out some stuff, kind of. They don't have everything fully concrete, and then in book 2 they're like, no, I'm going to just tweak that a little bit, so here are the actual rules.
The first book definitely could have just been wrapped up as being the only book in the series and been fine, to be honest.
Yeah, it's the first book is very, very clearly a like, I'm writing The Lord of the Rings, but I'm turning it on its ass. I'm gonna Gandalf's a woman now, and the hero could be fucking anybody, and the magic is all this shit, like. And then after it was really successful, so afterwards he was like, okay, no, actually I have more to say. I'm gonna do here's 14 other books or whatever the fuck.
Do you think we'll get the dickhead brigade that comes out like giving about, oh, this movie's all about it's sexist towards men?
Yeah, 100%. There already are.
Okay,
there is already people within the fan base complaining that the show is focusing on Moiraine.
It's a world that's focused on women in general.
The setting of the Wheel of Time is inherently
women in power,
matriarchal. Like it's not.
It's
not a choice the show has made.
It doesn't talk about how look how things are better under women. It doesn't do that either. Like it just shows you how anything can be corrupt. It's just a different world. That's it.
It's not a choice the show has made to be like, okay.
No.
It's not like they've pulled this stuff out of nowhere and been like, okay, they're not going, okay, so in the books it's all dudes, but in the show it's going to be women because it's 2021 and we're woke. That's not what's happening. Like it's
no, not at all.
But it is a way to. It is a way for you to go, because it could be very easy for people to confuse fantasy shows that are set like this. To a lot of people, they might all look vaguely the same. So it's going to be very easy for you to say, because the 3 big ones will be Game of Thrones, The Wheel of Time, and The Lord of the Rings. It's very, very easy now to let somebody know which one The Wheel of Time is.
Yeah. They all have a distinct thing to it. No one mixes up the Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. Like, no one does.
No, people, they know what Game of Thrones is. They know what the Lord of the Rings is. And you say, oh, what about the Wheel of Time? And which one is that again? It's the one with female characters in it.
Yeah. Well, but that's not even going to be the only thing that's going to stick out, to be honest.
It's not. But
it's a good start.
It's going to be. It's a hook that they can use to get people in initially, I think, and it's going to work very well. There you go. Agreed. I think I've spent enough time now talking about it. Have I? I could go on for much, much longer, but I think nobody cares.
I'm going to start reading book 3 again. I've read the first 2 books there. I've read up to book 5 originally because I was borrowing them off you.
You were, yes. I still don't know where my copy of the Eye of the World is.
Did I not give it back to you? No,
I have no idea. I don't have it anyway. Maybe but I can't remember.
I'll ask Killian. Sorry.
No, because I think you bought your own one, and I lent mine to somebody else. Then I just don't know where it is. I need to get a new one. But
I bought myself a new Lord of the Rings book because I used to have the 3 volumes, but the Fellowship has disappeared on me. So I bought myself. It's in the post. Just a single copy one. I never had the single copy. I was like 3 ones.
Well, my problem with the Wheel of Time now is that they've changed the covers. So I can't find the Eye of the World with the matching cover set to the ones because the collection I have is just like the spine is a different color, and the front is literally just like the title of the book in embossed I
remember
and stuff. Now they have imagery and stuff on them similar to the original covers. Had fancy artwork and stuff.
I'll be real with you. I went to one of the bookshops and I went to look for Lord of the Rings, and I was kind of getting ready to buy 3 books, and then I saw the cover and it was just normal scenery with writing over it. It's just the most plain, boring cover, and I was just like, I know, don't judge a book by its cover, but I've read the book already. I know how good it is. I want a good cover as well.
Yeah.
I got myself book.
There's also now, if you go to buy The Eye of the World now, it's the TV show version. not the TV show version. It's the same
yeah.
book, but there's a new cover variant that's
Yeah.
like the poster that they released of Moiraine standing in front
Yeah.
of the Waygate, and it says
Yeah.
like the Wheel of Time, Eye of the World, blah blah, and then it has like a
Based
sticker
on,
on it that says now a TV show on Amazon Prime or
Yeah.
something like that.
I hate those.
It's like,
I hate any of the movie tie-in books, like any like books that have like like a Hobbit. When the Hobbit came out, like you could buy the Hobbit again, and they just smacked on like character stuff from the movie onto it. And I'm not gonna get that. I'm sorry, that's gonna age so quickly. I wouldn't. And I love the Lord of the Rings. I love the movies. Really fucking love all the movies. And if they had a cover of like Aragorn on the front, I'd be like, I'm grand. Thanks, no. You know?
yeah. I think the Hobbit one had like a break in the middle for pictures. Remember when books used to do that?
Oh,
Remember the Aragon after the movie came out? You could buy the novel with the movie on the front, and then just in the middle of the book, the book would just break, like a chapter would end, and then it was 6 pages of stills from the movie.
Yeah,
and then the book starts again.
I hate that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, it's awful.
Because the weird thing is, like, here's the thing: no matter what, you're going to read that book and come up with how they look like in your head. You will. That's the first thing that you always get when you watch a movie. It's always like, oh, they don't look anything like how I expected. And then imagine that happening in a book. You're just reading and halfway through the book, like, oh God, who are these people? You know?
All right, I think we've talked enough now. Unfortunately.
That's
the news. That's the news. There's the theme song. There you go. I did it.
Just the vaccine cause hiccups.
Stop pressuring me. Hiccups and then death. Those are the steps. Just hiccups, I think, kill you in general.
Oh, you hear those stories of people living 10 or 20 years with hiccups and like, oh God.
That must be awful. Well, we're back Tuesday for Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes, regularly scheduled.
Looking forward to that. A nice movie we both know it's going to have a good time already.
Yeah. We're headed. We're ready for it. In the meantime, if somebody wants to let me know in the comments, have you read The Wheel of Time? Will you be
I need
watching,
someone to talk to.
Will you be
I know
watching
no one.
the TV
I
show?
know only read half of it. Please, talk to me.
Somebody tell me they've spent 15 years of their life reading these books 18 times. Somebody. It's just somebody who's finished them, maybe. That'll do. I don't know.
The half books don't do it anymore for, like, he can't talk to me anymore. It's like, oh, you don't know what happens there. Never mind.
No, I can only discuss so much with Dan, and then I go, fucking, you haven't read page 82, line 12 of book 12? What are you...
No, actually, I read that one specifically. I just didn't read the rest of the book.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. It's a good line. Yeah. It's the one where...
Yeah. I didn't imagine, the gay scene, but, fair play. It's very forward-thinking.
It's littered with it.
Yes.
Pillow friends, man.
Actually, yeah, you're right. The lots pillow friends are a thing.
Yeah. Anyway,
I take my,
we will see you Tuesday.
Boy.